Hello, my little weirdos. I'm trying to keep whatever I do today short. I've just got a lot of allergies, a lot of coughing. Just wanted to talk about, you hear Marjorie Empty G, Empty G, um, yapping about national divorce. That annoying voice. I'm not saying mine is melodical, but God darn, she just talks with that voice like this all the time. um, adenoids can be fixed, Marge. Instead of wasting money on all your fake teeth and whatever else you've been doing, get some adenoid surgery, girlfriend. um, talking about the red states, and we're just gonna, if you, because the blue states have said, quite a few of the governors, leaders, have said if he moves forward when he's in on, if the Republicans move forward with that, of the deportation stuff, the blue states aren't going to allow you guys in. I mean, you're trying to do an illegal act to the Constitution. And our devotion, loyalty should be not to a party, not to a person. It's to the country. What is best for the country and the country's citizens, not just the party, not just the person, which is what Republicans have been doing. It's just all about the person. So, the thing that a lot of people in the red states or red dots in blue states don't comprehend, especially those, the blue states are the ones that do a lot of the manufacturing, of the producing, of the transport. That's where a lot of the stuff goes through. Blue states. Red states, you go, well, we have farmland. Yeah, you got the farmland, but you ain't got the people that can do continuous, hard physical labor, constantly, working like farms are, with animals or with crops and stuff. All the hard work you have to do. Even with machinery. And you have all that land, but you don't have the red state people, the people that are Republican. They don't appreciate, they don't like to do hard physical labor. And that's just the fact of it. Most of them don't. They hire somebody to do it for them, housework or things like that. If they're Republicans that have any kind of, even blue collar, they will absolutely hire somebody to do that work, to do the gardening, to do the, car work. They don't do it themselves. To wash the car, things. I mean, a lot of them don't even want to do that. Clean their own homes. And what you're going to find out is you might have the land to grow crops and to have animals, but you don't want to do the slaughtering. You don't want to do the daily up at before dawn to take care of them, not stopping work till after dark to take advantage of every bit of light out there. And so your land's just going to be your land. That's it. What do you want to do? Something that if somebody wants to move to a blue state and the Republican, they have to swear, they have to change to Democrat? I mean, what are you going to be, stupid, Marge? Really? Because I guarantee there will be far more people trying to go from red run states to blue run states than there would be from blue run to red run. I guarantee you that. Because the majority of the Republican voters that are more than low income, I mean, like this, they don't want to do that. The most work is to trot all their stuff to vend with their merchandise and their tables and chairs to bring it to a rally. I mean, that's their job. um, you guys aren't going to then come flying to us, especially the non-white MAGA voters, when he's betrayed you because you're not white, and that starts. Don't expect to become running to blue states. Oh, save us, you right, help me. You care about us, right? It's what you said, so you have to help us. No. Just because we cared enough to try to get you to pay attention and didn't just tell you one time, we told you over and over, week after week. But you still voted for him. And there comes a point where there's a line in the sand. I mean, there's one thing on being altruistic and wanting to help everybody that's in trouble that you can. But it's a whole new thing to be a doormat and just keep letting people. And what's gonna happen when you come in, you get shit set up? You're gonna just be a bitch back to me again? No, heck no. You know, we gave you that one for all the people that voted for Trump the very first time. The second time, he didn't win, and that's why you weren't completely removed from our lives, because when you lost, you stopped your big talk shit, at least publicly. Now you've started it again, and we're done with it. You want a national divorce? I mean, are you really joking, people? Really? Because trust me, in general, typically, I think people that are progressive, liberal, Democrat, whatever however you want to term it, and I'm just not talking in just America, are far more creative and willing to actually do physical work. And if they sweat, if they're doing work that they're pitching in and helping and they're sweating, you know, we don't go stop and take a break. And the personality of the type of person that these days is still with the Republican Party. My bad. That's kind of what a lot of them are. They still have it in them that if the roles were reversed, they'd be all gloaty face every day. And we weren't like that 4 years ago, if you want to remember that, folks. All of you crying about being dissed, everybody crying about it's not fair, everybody screaming you want a national divorce. Think about living in a state only surrounded by people that were at the Capitol on January 6th. Because that will be your reality. You won't have any progressive family or friends. So it's either hearing MAGA 24/7 while it's not being made great again. And expect us to treat you the same way. We showed you how to win with grace. Yeah, I'm not saying we didn't celebrate and we weren't relieved, and we voiced being relieved, but so did the entire planet. Literally. You heard news, if you weren't listening to one-sided news, because every country that weighed in after last time, the 2020's election, countries were just breathing a sigh of relief. the four other of the Five Eyes, Canada, Australia, New Zealand, UK, breathed a big sigh of relief because we were going to again be the Five Eyes. I mean, other countries breathed a sigh of relief. Gosh, America's back. America's back in the world, you know. And you heard it happen right after this election. Now they're all worried again. Just like they were in the 2020 campaign when they were just like, guys, please, it's not just America that's affected if he stays in. Um, the numbers still don't line up, so you know, a data scientist, Stephen Spoonamore, I told you, wrote a duty to warn letter last week to Harris to rescind the concession and demand a hand recount because there were bullet ballots that were bullet ballots are where they only vote for the top office and nothing else. And there was that they're not super typical. It was in atypical numbers only in the swing states that he supposedly landslid. That he got all the swing states. That's unusual. And the fact that it was done by bullet ballots just at the limit where it's suspiciously, because when there's so many of those, there's that like a limit that they start an it automatically starts a recount because that's like, no, all of those swing states just below that level, there weren't that amount of bullet votes in any other states, just the swing states. Tell me that alone is not sus. And the fact that Elon, who has tech geniuses below him, got on the scene just a month or so before. And that just after he got on is when Trump started saying, I don't even know you need your vote. We've got plenty of votes. I'm sorry, I don't want to sound like, oh, the election was rigged, but this data scientist is a lifelong Republican. The old school Republican. He's not MAGA Republican, but he's a Republican lifelong. He's the all-time, he's a renowned data scientist. Not just an investigator, and he's putting out the warning. That should tell you something. First of all, to all the people gloating, not that you're going to believe me, but this is a fact. And if you research, that means not listening to somebody else tell you. That means going to the link that they leave, and if they don't leave a link, then they're not telling you the truth. Okay? At all. Reputable places will say, we got this information from this place, and this place. Or whatever it is. If you go to those links and actually read with your eyes what was the articles that came out, that's called research, okay? Seeing if what they said was everything that, or they didn't leave out something when they were, quoting it. You do that. It's called Stephen Spoonamore Duty to Warn letter. And you go read some links on that and tell me that it does seem a little. And that's just one point a lot of us have seen. So, yeah, interesting. But if he still gets sworn in, the more the people that are screaming, blue state, red state, let's divide them. You think some of the surprises that you're already getting, and we're already seeing a lot, and he's not even in office yet, but just finding out that they're saying that right after the results came in, they're like, yeah, we lied. They waited a day, the big ones, to admit. I guess waiting to see if there was any recount call. But I don't know. I don't think it would be very smart for you to continue your gloating. Didn't work out very well for you doing it the last 4 years. So yeah, that might blow up in your face one way or another. Even if he gets sworn in, and even if he is able to get around things and do things illegally like he wants to, red states are not going to flourish like blue states will. You want to round all the bluest states and fill those all with the blue people. This whole thing it's asinine. You guys are asinine. You really seriously are. Y'all gonna find most y'all don't want to do the hard work that it takes to produce our own whatever the hell you want. The Blue Jay agrees. Okay. Right? I know. The birds know. Your cult daddy's just gonna fuck up their world. He's gonna fuck up our planet by upping fossil fuels and just fuck you, Earth, give us everything you got. Then you get mad when it can't sustain us anymore. That's pretty illogical. So, hopefully you guys start learning to like physical labor, because you want to keep up even part of your lifestyles when you get all this shit that you want. You're not going to be able to unless you make your fellow MAGA do it. So, yeah. Good luck eating strawberries, hun. You want to grow some yourself for your family, but try keeping people from them. Because you guys turn on yourselves so damn fast. So damn fast. It's so funny. At the slightest bit of, this isn't going to go my way, you stomp your hooves and flail your little, arms and scream your little toddler. Y'all really never learned how to not get what you want without making a scene. Grown ass adults pounding your chest and voted. You didn't finish the sentence. I voted for an idiot. Damn people. I am usually, and I have said this many times, I am not somebody who normally takes any kind of, I don't even want to say pleasure, any kind of satisfaction. That's it. It's not pleasure, it's satisfaction. And I'm taking satisfaction with every morning, with all the stories from that day, of new people crying, new MAGA voters crying. I didn't think he meant me. I look white. I didn't think. Oh, yeah, well, yeah, I got Latino in me, but I don't look that. I don't talk it. So you're gonna deny your heritage and get deported? I don't think that's gonna go well for you. Peace out, everyone.